It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The slot man in motion right. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Akers again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
11 MT. Stop.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
11 MT. 42. Stop.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
11
line.
11. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Bengals come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. And they've got a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try for Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Down the sideline he goes. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Rams 14, Bengals 3. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give, running right is Akers. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss, running left, Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bengals
11.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Like 7.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
10.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
11, Thomas.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
11
line.
MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11, Thomas.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Got a man open, it's Chase. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 15. First down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Monday.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stafford. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for a field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
There you go.
When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Big 20.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
11.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
11.
First down.
12.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. And Burrow going to change the play.
11 MT tape. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
here we go.
He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got it. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
21.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots it. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
No time to shine. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here now, 2nd and goal.
11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now Burrow. This ball intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home